My name is Senior Captain Landon, 4th, the Anchorage Fire Department, in charge of Station 9, one of the few stations that has a water tender that you see behind me. We use water tenders to deliver water to fires where we typically don't have fire hydrant service, which most of the city does. All of our tenders are staffed with a one-person crew. They'll carry anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 gallons of water. In addition to that, they'll carry a large tank that holds about 3,000 gallons of water. Tenders, like I said, are designed to show up and deliver water to areas that we don't have quick access through fire hydrants. And so primarily those are going to be outskirt areas, the hillside. There are areas, even in Midtown, some of our larger mobile home complexes that don't have a dedicated public water supply. We'll use them for that as well. And then a lot of our wildland interface that are just beyond reach of a fire hydrant. So a typical tender operation will look something like the first arriving engine will show up with an officer and request, which we call a water shuttle operation. We have to find a spot, preferably someplace flat that we have drivable access to, and we try to set it up so that there's very quick access. They will pull next to it, they'll dump their 2,500 or 3,000 gallons of water, which takes about a minute and a half, and then that empty tender will leave and go to a water supply, which is typically managed by another fire engine somewhere in the city on a hydrant, and that leaves room for the next tender to come in behind, and then we just keep that operation going. We try to use like public schools, large parking areas, any place that's somewhat close. Each one of those, what we'll call a water supply station, requires at least one engine and at least one tender, so that takes up some room. In a pinch, we can use just about any hydrant, but we try not to disrupt the community if we can help it. So the art of it is we get water from the tank to the engine, but then that water from the engine has to be flowing out as well, so it creates this cycle or this loop. One of the techniques we call is finesse drafting. It does take a fair amount of training. We test on this pretty regular because, like I said, the primary job of a tender is to deliver water, and this is one of our primary means of doing that. So you will see most of the summer, you will see these apparatus all over the city training to get this done.